Phonic Dictation Stage 3 and Stage 4, these programs exist within PLD's evidence-based structured synthetic phonics range. They are among PLD's best-selling publications. They are the third and fourth within a series of 6. They can be standalone programs or can be implemented across a whole school process. Now, what do we know about students operating within stages 3 and 4? Well, they differ to students operating within stages 1 and 2. Within stages 1 and 2, PLD advocates that typically these students require immense amounts of repeated targeted practice in order to embed skills. But by PLD stage 3 and 4, the phonic concept should be being acquired at a reading and spelling level much quicker, but the understanding of the meaning of those words and the transference of those concepts into extended writing is typically the more significant challenge. These students operating within PLD stages 3 and 4 require tasks that move them from lists of words into extended passage level reading and passage level writing. Now, phonic dictation is often viewed as old-fashioned and traditional, but in fact, it is a powerful teaching tool. Short, regular sessions are highly effective. 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. 15 minutes, 15 minutes, short, regular sessions, little but often, rather than significant long sessions that are infrequent. The short, regular sessions typically produces superior results. Suggestion 2, particularly if you have students in the upper primary that are still operating at a stage 3 and 4 level, repeat that same passage. Yes, you can present a new passage with specific targeted phonic concepts and a new passage each time, but there is also value for particular students to repeat that same passage twice in a week, or if significantly delayed, 3 times in a week. Delivery tip 1, pencils down while the section of the sentence is being repeated by the adult. So pencils down and listening. In August, my naughty daughter. In August, my naughty daughter. In August, my naughty daughter. Now pick up your pencil and write it. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Was caught up to her usual pranks, full stop. Was caught up in her usual pranks, full stop. Was caught up in her usual pranks, full stop. Now pick up your pencil and write it. Delivery tip 2, if oral language delays exist, ask the students to repeat what you have asked them to write, because listening to that sentence structure is useful and there is value in that, but asking the students to orally repeat the sentence has more oral language value. In August, in August, what are we going to write, students? In August, pick up your pencil and write it. Waiting, waiting, waiting. My naughty daughter was caught. My naughty daughter was caught. My naughty daughter was caught. What are we going to write? My naughty daughter was caught. Pick up your pencil and write it. Now, each book commences with revision tasks. So the stage 3 phonic dictation book initially revises a range of the stage 2 concepts before embarking on the presentation of stage 3 concepts. And the stage 4 book initially starts with a section that revises stage 3 concepts before outlining a range of the stage 4 concepts. These books follow PLD's structured synthetic phonics process. Stage 3 concepts in the stage 3 book, the trigraphs ch and the I sound, as well as, for example, CE as typically an N sound, with the pronunciation of the S sound. But there are also, there's the J sound presented as GE and then DGE, and then there's a passage in which GE and DGE are dispersed throughout that passage. There are multiple passages with that schwa and the sound. Within the stage 4 text, there CH as in the K sound and C as in the S sound. And particularly in that stage 4 phonic dictation, the sentence complexity and the vocabulary contained within those passages significantly increases. Within the stage 4 phonic dictation book, there are a range of prefixes such as micro and un, etc. And silent letters, as well as a range of other phonic concepts. It's important that those single word lists are there, that students are provided with tasks that embody those words at a passage level, and also provide students with practice transferring those phonic concepts into their writing. Now, PLD's highly effective but simple format involves reading the passage and then moving into dictation. This can be done more than one time in the week as well. An extended format is there, but this is typically not for your age appropriate students, but for your delayed students. So for your upper primary students that are still operating at a stage 3 or 4 level, read that passage, illustrate and label that passage, copying and handwriting, editing, and then into the dictation, or choose the specific tasks that match a student's literacy profile and the weaknesses that they are displaying. Repeated reading is an ideal strategy and an evidence-based strategy if students lack fluency in their oral reading. And the task of read the passage and then we're going to time it. And then with that second reading, we're going to time it. And that third reading, and we're going to time it. Again, this could be a nice homework task. Each of those readings probably occurs in under 2 minutes, but the repeated reading over Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, what are students typically going to find? That the rate of their reading increases, but they're also getting lots and lots of phonics repetition. But reading and then into phonic dictation, and reading and then 5 or 7 minutes phonic dictation. This could be, if you're lucky enough to have an EA or some support, it can be a really simple process for your delayed students and a time efficient process to support you within the classroom. There are marking rubrics that focus typically on not all of the errors a student can make, but one particular goal. Initially, I want you to write continuously for 10 minutes or 15 minutes without giving up. I'd like you to listen well and don't say, oh, can you say it again? Or I'd like you to pick up I'd like you to edit your work and pick up the errors, or I'd like you to focus on your punctuation, full stops and capital letters, or the legibility of your handwriting, or in fact, students over time can choose their own goals and what they particularly want to improve in with the dictation passages. These programs facilitate rich passage level reading and writing, and they facilitate repeated practice for reading and writing that many young literacy learners require. All the best with implementing these programs. If you found this information useful, don't forget to click the subscribe button and check out our related videos shown here. If you have any questions or feedback, please add them to the comments below and we'll be sure to respond. Otherwise, you can reach us via live chat on our website, pld-literacy.org. Thanks again for viewing.